Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. We will be getting started in the next 2 or 3 moments. Um, Please feel free to just give us your name and where you're calling in from in the chat role if you're calling in online, if you're calling in from the webinar. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are elated and excited today to be able to share with you this amazing platform, this amazing program called iCharity. And it's just completely phenomenal and amazing, the things that are taking place inside of our community. It is past the hour, and so those, whether you're chiming in through our webinar, um, or chiming in via our conference line. If you're chiming in via the webinar, just to ensure you can hear me, just in the chat area, just type, "I can hear you," so that I know you're there. And we will be underway in the next few seconds here. Our presenters are present and we are ready to go. So if you can hear me in the webinar, just type, "I can hear you," and we'll be good to go. All righty, Daddy. This is exciting. Again, we want to welcome you from all over the globe. And this is day one of our March Madness campaign, day one of March Madness. And we are excited. All righty. All right, excellent. Well, coming to give us our overview of what this concept is all about. I just messed up here. I told you guys I didn't want to start pushing buttons here, but let's see here now. I'm going to get the screen back up there. I just messed up here. The danger of Carl Robinson being on at the controls here. Someone just joined us in the chat room. Just give us your name and where you're calling in from.
Are you talking to me?
Someone just joined us here, yes. Just give us your name and where you're calling in from.
My name is Frank, F-R-A-N-K.
All right, welcome to the call, Frank.
Yeah. And I am from Michigan.
Okay, awesome. Welcome to the call, Frank. Well, we are getting ready to get underway with our afternoon webinar. Coming to share with us our corporate overview, one of our leading project managers out of the Atlanta, Georgia area, a tremendous gentleman, a tremendous communicator. Let's welcome to the line this afternoon, Mr. Harold Cosby. Harold, are you there?
Yes, Carl, I'm here. Am I being heard clearly?
You're being heard clearly. Feel free to go ahead and take us away.
Well, it's truly exciting to be online with everybody across the country with really just an incredible opportunity. I mean, we literally have embarked upon spearheading what we like to call the next generation of crowdfunding. And so it's truly time for the little guy to win with an awesome company called iCharity. And if you think about it, if you ever had a dream or a project that you wanted to get off the ground, you know, it's real interesting. A short period ago, I was asked a very interesting question. And the question that was asked to me is, Harold, you know, who you know that needs to raise money for a worthy cause? It could be to handle a personal project like clearing up medical debt or student loans. It could be a community project like feeding the hungry or housing the homeless. It could even be a business idea, launching a new business or expanding a new business. But here's the thing. It's not a loan. It's not a grant. There's nothing to repay, and your credit is not a concern. When I heard that, ladies and gentlemen, I almost thought it was too good to be true. But here's the thing. I said, what if it is good and it is true? Would I take advantage of it? And I took a look at the video, and I've been blown away ever since. I've had a complete paradigm shift in how I look at funding. And I intend to do the same thing with you. So literally with iCharity, there's a $10,000 per month potential in 90 days. Now, I'm not here to put big numbers up there for you, but we really have the best peer-to-peer direct funding program that's out there in the marketplace today. And it's not just here in the United States that it's available, it's also globally worldwide. This means payments come directly to you. And so when you think about that, now that means if it's a peer-to-peer type situation, that we now don't need a middleman or anybody to regulate the process or facilitate the process at all. Now, all you really need is $20, which means everybody can participate. You know, it's a one-time out-of-pocket donation of $20, and every step after that just comes from the proprietary cloud-sharing platform and the proceeds from that. So that's literally all it takes. And so the beauty of that is everybody has $20. We spend that on just going up the street, you know, to go to the go to a function or something like that. We use $20 like it's nothing. And so we're really heavily dealing with a pay it forward concept. Think about it. $20 one time out of pocket can really set an avalanche of monthly income to be generated through this program. And so how does that work? Well, there's actually 10 different milestones that you can continue to upgrade through. And what happens is you move from a small percentage of donations that you receive to higher and higher donation amounts as people progress through this process. So it's very exciting and it's very lucrative as well. And also, I can tell you this, paying it forward makes sense versus paying it back. Many of us have to pay back so many things that we're in a lot of debt. But paying it forward is really the whole concept that really can position ourselves to be financially free. I'll say financially relieved and then financially free, and then we can go as far as we want to go with that process. So the question is, how do you get started? What happens? How do you actually receive these donations that we're talking about? Well, what happens is this. Let's just say that you get started, okay? You get started today. You donate, you get with the person that invited you to the platform, and now you make the donation to Bob. $20 will go to Bob. It's a real simple process. And once you're verified and approved as a project manager in this community, guess what happens? You are now qualified to receive $20 from the first 5 people that you share this platform with that decide to become a part of it. So let's just add up all those 20s. That's $100 that you just earned, and you only put up 20. Now, many people are able to do this in a day or two. But pretty soon, because of this campaign of March Madness, we'll have people doing this in an hour or two. You see, so that's what's very powerful about this. Now, once those individuals pay their $20, they now are in a position where they can receive donations just like you did. So everyone has the same opportunity. The most number of people that you can personally introduce to this program is 5. But what also happens is since you generated $100, 40 of those 100 you could literally take and step up to the second donation milestone of $40. Now, what happens when you do that? You are now qualified to earn the $40 step-up bonus when those 5 people start introducing people to the platform. So let's just say that those 5 people now did exactly what you did. They reached the pinnacle of them being able to introduce 5 people apiece. So now you would have 25 people on your level 2 or on your layer 2. This means that now you're in a position where now those individuals have generated their $100, and when they step up, the 25 people that come in, when they step up to the $40 level, you will now earn a possible outcome of $40 times 25. That's $1,000. Now, if you look at that, so far, 30 people have came into the program and you've made $1,100. And everybody, all they had to do was start with $20. Pretty exciting, right? But it doesn't stop there because now those 25 people have the same opportunity that you in the first 5 had. And so guess what? Now you have a possibility of 125 people to come into the third layer of your community. Now what happens is when people have to pay it forward first. So when those 125 people come in, our duty is to help them and the 25 people continue to grow. So some people say, well, what do? If you have more than 5 people, you help your team grow. Because when they step up to the $80 level, you now have a strong potential of 80 times $125, and that's $10,000. As each of your 10 levels expands exponentially below you, you can receive progressively bigger and bigger payments from bigger and bigger numbers of people upgrading from all 10 levels. It's very powerful. I mean, because these donation levels, they get bigger and bigger and bigger, but so do the number of people on these different layers. So the possibilities are endless. They really are. Now, just think about what I said. We don't have to know a lot of people, the secret sauce, in iCharity is really just five people that want more than what they're currently getting. Now, for those of you on the webinar, you can see the different donation levels and the member potential. So, sometimes the member potential is big, but let's just say that instead of us able to make the third milestone of $10,000, what if we were able to get it half right and make $5,000? What if we were able to just make $1,000 extra a month from this program? I mean, that would help some people on the call. And so we want to meet people where they are, whether it's a few hundred, a few thousand, a few 100,000. All of those different dimensions are available through this incredible program. Now, with that being said, it's even more important for us to understand exactly what we need to do in order to get started. And I like to say with this type of program, what do we need to do to get launched? Because it doesn't matter if this is the best opportunity that's out there if we can't get launched and get our fair share of the growth of what's going on with crowdfunding. In fact, by 2025, the industry is expected to reach more than $93 billion. So how can you receive funds? Well, once you get started, you set up your bank link, and you literally can use PayPal, Bitcoin, Visa, Skrill, Western Union. There's several different methods that you actually can use, so when the donations come, you get the money directly into your account. So again, that's a beautiful way to look at. We don't have any middleman whatsoever that we need to request funds from other than ourselves. And that's a powerful position to be in for all of us. Now, I can also tell you something else. The mission is based on people-to-people direct funding. So what do you need to do if you're feeling as excited about this as we are? Get back with the person who referred you so you can start receiving your funds today. And so what I'm going to do at this time, I'm going to turn it back over to a gentleman that I have a tremendous amount of respect for. He said all those great things about me and didn't say anything about himself, but he is the brainchild behind the system and the training that we use to help build people through this process. So I'm going to turn it back over to none other than Mr. Carl Robinson. Carl, take it away.
All righty. Well, thank you so much, Harold. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I hear you.
Great. Perfect. All right. Well, I want to share now with you the enrollment process. Literally, what do you do from here? Most definitely, you're going to get back to the person that invited you here today. You're going to get back to them, and what you're going to request from them is their link to enroll onto the platform of iCharity. Now, there's a couple of things you're going to have to do. Once they give you the link, you're going to have to make sure that your sponsor's information is correct, or the link that they're giving you is the right person's name. Sometimes what happens when people are doing due diligence between computers and algorithms and cookies, sometimes it can get a little convoluted with all the technology. So we just want to make sure that we're enrolling under the right person. So when your sponsor, whether they're bringing you direct to them or sharing you with the community, just make sure it's the name of the person that we're looking for. The second thing is that we want to complete our donation details. What do you mean by that? That's the second step. After you make your enrollment, then after you make your initial donation, there's another step called our donation details. And the donation details, what that provides for us is the ability to let the system know, the iCharity system know that, hey, someone just made the donation. If you think about it, if this is a peer-to-peer donation, if I'm giving a donation to Harold, then there's no way for the system to know that a donation has been given unless Harold takes and completes his donation details so that the system knows. Then the third thing you must do forthwith is to set up your banking link. Whether you're going to set up a PayPal button or a Skrill or a Bitcoin, or your banking information, whatever you're going to do, it's fine, doesn't matter, but you have to have a banking information. And at the rate we're going, this has to be done expeditiously. Now, one of the things we're doing, we're driving these calls 3 times a day, 8 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Pacific, and 7 p.m. Pacific. So that means on the West Coast, rather on the East Coast, it's 11 a.m., 4 p.m., and 10 p.m. And so we're trying to fill these lines up, be the webinar as well as the conference line with individuals. And so we need you to pique some interest. What does that mean? Send out a text message. I've discovered something amazing that's changing my life, and I want to see if we can change yours. Do it on social media. Put a post on Facebook. Send an email. You've got to, take advantage of us doing the heavy lifting to help you build and develop this opportunity. And the fifth thing is enrollment. Some of iCharity's best practices are the ability to duplicate this system over and over again. Our goal is to help as many people in the next 23 days accomplish that goal of no less than $10,000 in hand. We're having these webinars every day. The conference calls are every day. We're doing one-on-one conversations every day to help people become aware of this concept inside of the marketplace. So we want to challenge you today. Connect back with the person that invited you here. Connect back with the person that gave you the information. Let them know, I'm interested. I need a couple of questions answered. Whatever it is, let them know so that we can help you get started and get started quickly. Life is more fun when you are well-funded. So whatever your dreams or aspirations are, life is more fun when you are well-funded. Hey, I appreciate you coming out this afternoon. Make it a great day. Again, get back to the person that invited you here today. Get back to the person that gave you the detailed information on this webinar, simply because that information that they're going to share with you is the information that you need to empower you and to get you going and to start building and developing your project, your goal, your aspiration, and taking it to a whole nother plateau. Well, ladies and gentlemen, take care, take charge, and we look forward to chatting with you soon. Make it a great afternoon. We'll be back at 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern, Mountain and Central. You can figure out the rest in between. We'll be back tonight. So I challenge each and every one of you, bring 5 or 6 people with you to this webinar conference call so that they can hear the same story and become a part of your organization. Take care, take charge. We'll see you at 7 o'clock tonight. The call is officially over. Bye for now.